stop what you're doing, hoops fans, because the Eastern Conference may be heading for a seismic shift. The Boston Celtics, one of the NBA's most iconic franchises, are reportedly weighing a stunning trade that could send veteran guard and fan favorite Jrue Holiday to their hated Eastern rivals, the Miami Heat. Yes, you heard that right. The offseason is heating up fast, and big moves might be coming sooner than anyone expected. But before we break down this massive story, take the next 20 seconds and mash that hype button. You know the drill. Every like supercharges this channel, helping us deliver more exclusives and insider analysis directly to you. Get those hype numbers up, and let's dive into one of the most intriguing NBA trade scenarios of the summer. Celtics at a crossroads, financial pressures and injury woes. Every championship window comes with tough decisions, but few are as complex as what the Boston Celtics are facing right now. With last season's luxury tax rules putting them on course for a jaw-dropping $500 million payroll, GM Brad Stevens and his front office are feeling the squeeze. And just when it seemed like the Celtics' title hopes couldn't be challenged any further, Jason Tatum, arguably the team's centerpiece and a major reason fans keep their finals dreams alive, suffers a gut-wrenching Achilles injury. His timetable for recovery remains uncertain and could impact his effectiveness for much or all of the upcoming season. Financial realities plus roster instability have forced Boston's hand, and hard questions are being asked. How can the team cut salaries, stay competitive, and keep the championship window open for as long as possible? Jrue Holiday's role, and why it's so painful to move on. Jrue Holiday isn't just a name on a roster, he's a respected leader with championship experience, clutch defense, and a reputation as the ultimate glue guy. Both on and off the court, he's become a beloved figure in Boston since arriving from the Milwaukee Bucks. His ability to lock down elite guards, hit critical shots, and lead by example makes him invaluable. But loyalty and sentiment clash with financial necessity. Holiday remains a highly sought-after asset, and as the Celtics search for ways to dodge the taxman and manage the fallout from Tatum's injury, moving a top veteran to free up cap space might be unavoidable. That means hard choices and no outcome, especially for the fans, will feel painless. The front office must weigh legacy, loyalty, and cold business reality, knowing that every move is under the microscope. The projected trade: Jrue Holiday to the Miami Heat, Wiggins to Boston. Let's look at the bombshell proposal lighting up the rumor mill. Heat receive Jrue Holiday and a 2025 first-round pick. Celtics receive Andrew Wiggins. Here's why this is fascinating. For Miami, after falling short of playoff hopes last season, derailed in part by the fallout from James Harden's trade demand, the Heat are desperate for stability and two-way talent. By acquiring Holiday, Miami adds an elite perimeter defender, a steady veteran who fits perfectly into Eric Spoelstra's strenuous system, and a leader who can help accelerate a return to contention. Miami also grabs a valuable first-rounder. For a team looking to retool quickly, that pick could be flipped for another piece or used to inject some youth into an aging core. For Boston, the Celtics part with a defensive stalwart, yes, but they get back Andrew Wiggins, the prototypical 3, and D-wing with proven playoff experience. Though his offensive consistency sometimes wavers, Wiggins can score at all 3 levels and at just 30 has growth left in his tank. Importantly, Wiggins is under team control for several years, giving the Celtics a versatile forward who can log major minutes while Tatum recovers and Jaylen Brown shoulders a heavier load. He instantly upgrades the team's defensive switchability, and with Boston's training staff, Wiggins could rediscover the high-impact form he flashed with the Warriors during their last championship run. The human element: why this hurts for Boston fans. Fan favorites are rarely, if ever, easy to trade. Holiday has endeared himself to Celtics Nation, not only because of his skills, but also due to his community involvement and steadying presence in tense playoff battles. Losing him, especially to a rival like the Heat, stings deeper. But sports are about tough choices. Holiday's departure, as painful as it may be, enables the Celtics to address both the looming salary crisis and the need to stay viable without Tatum for at least part of the season. It's a bet that Wiggins can thrive in a larger system, take on new responsibilities, and keep Boston's playoff trajectory stable. For Holiday, the move could represent a chance to leave an imprint on another elite franchise, adding leadership and playoff savvy to a Miami squad eager to prove last year's tatters were mere temporary setbacks. The strategic impact, how this trade reshapes the East. On paper, this trade ripples across the entire conference. Miami Heat instantly plug in Holiday for late-game scoring, playmaking, and perimeter defense. He's the perfect on-ball partner for Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, raising the team's defensive profile and setting a new tone of accountability and toughness. With Holiday, the Heat not only stabilize but may leapfrog back into the East's upper tier. Boston Celtics gain a younger, athletic, switchable wing in Wiggins who fits the positionless basketball Brad Stevens covets. In the short term, he covers much of what Boston needs on the wing while Tatum recovers. If Wiggins reinvents himself offensively, helped by all-star playmakers like Brown and Cape Porzingis, he can provide the extra spark needed to navigate a brutal first half of the season. The addition of a first-round pick to Miami's war chest is a wrinkle to watch. It gives the Heat flexibility both at the trade deadline and in future roster builds. Risk, reward, and the bigger picture. Trading with a direct rival is never easy, especially not when the stakes could swing a playoff matchup months down the road. But Boston's calculus is simple. Keep the window open for the long term, even if it means surviving some short-term pain. Success hinges on Wiggins embracing a change of scenery and on Boston's coaching staff squeezing every ounce of potential out of a revamped core. For Miami, it's about finding the hunger again, rallying behind Holiday, and using the draft pick to turbocharge their own rising ambitions. Whether this move becomes reality or remains just a rumor, it highlights how razor-thin margins can dictate the future of NBA contenders. The Celtics and Heat, both storied, both hungry, and both fighting cap pressure, may soon reshape not only their rosters but the very balance of power in the East. Time to speak up, NBA Nation. What do you think? Should Boston part ways with Jrue Holiday? Or is there another way to navigate this cap dilemma? Can Andrew Wiggins anchor the Celtics defense and keep their finals dreams alive? And how big a threat do the Miami Heat become with Holiday at the helm? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. And if you enjoyed our exclusive breakdown, smash that like button to keep these news deep dives coming. NBA off-seasons don't get any bigger than this. Stick with us for every twist and turn.